Hey y'all, hey. Welcome back to Thuggin' It Out. Thuggin' It Out is a platform where we create a safe space to acknowledge, experience, and overcome real life issues in a positive and healthy way. Y'all already know we was on here 30, 30 minutes ago. But in true Kenya fashion and just life in general, shit always fucked up. like, and I really appreciate y'all telling me like we can't hear y'all, that we don't have no sound because I thought we figured it out, but apparently we didn't. So it's just I feel like the reoccurring theme of life right now that everything is just going to shit.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we gonna start this week off. We thugging it out always, but we gonna start it off with a mental health check in. So how are you? I mean, I'm not even gonna go first because I feel like I'm gonna let you have the floor. How are you?
I'm good. I'm an eight. I'm gonna say I'm gonna burn right into it and say I'm probably between I'm about a 7, 8. Uh, Life has been kicking my ass. Uh, job situation, uh, it's up and down. It's money up and down. So yeah, I'm about a 7, 8. It's tough getting up sometimes.
I mean, a 7 to 8 is kind of good because I feel like I am at a very hard, good 6 because I don't know. It's like you be good some days and then some days you just be like, this ain't working. And I feel like with the holidays and like the time change and the weather, I feel like it's just been a mixture of just like fuck shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Like legit, I feel like it's just been a back to back thing of just fuck shit from just kids ain't acting right, jobs being overwhelming, like life in general, all the stress from holidays and all the extra stuff, family stuff. I
yeah.
just feel as if everything has just been going to shit.
Yeah, man, holidays came back too fast. Like we're not even prepared. We ain't been Christmas shopping. We ain't put up no Christmas stuff. We ain't did nothing.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm always a Grinch around this time of year, which is sad because we got kids that we should really be in the Christmas spirit. But I don't know. I feel like life has been so shitty now lately that it's like,
Fuck Christmas, fuck Thanksgiving, fuck it all.
I mean, especially after this past weekend and just everything in between, it's just like it is not set the tone for like a good, eventful holidays. I mean, of course, in true thugging it out fashion, we're gonna thug it out and we're gonna eventually get into the holiday spirit. But if I'm speaking on right now and right where we at, that's all I got.
I'm with you because I like that too. Shit.
I mean, it's crazy though because I feel as if sometimes I don't know, like it has to get better. Like something has to give, but it just seems like lately it's just been like fuck shit on fuck shit on fuck shit. And I don't even curse this way, but this is just exactly how I feel. It's just been all type of like fuck shit.
I agree with you. Like I said, I'm I don't know. For a man, we're not allowed to. Well, I ain't gonna say we're not allowed, but we feel like we should not show our emotions when it comes to stressing. Um, I like to show my emotions, but not in a stressful way. So I
Yeah,
kind of, when I get the stressing, I'm more like I try to hide it so that I don't bring any worry in the house to nobody. So I try to hide it and pretend like everything okay, but behind
it
that,
does not work.
I'm really like stressed the fuck out.
I mean, we could try to have stress all the time, but I mean, regardless of what you try to have, your energy is always going to show.
So
So if you got negative energy, what it could be deep inside you, and you could be thinking like, "Well, I'm smiling, I'm good." It's gonna show, and it's gonna slip through the cracks. And not only are you gonna feel it, everybody else gonna feel it, and it's just gonna be a shit show. Because even like for me, some days when I don't feel like, I just be like, "Fuck it all." Like I'm not with none of it. And I could sit there and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm okay," and I could be smiling, I could be like this, but everybody know like stay away from her because she like 2 seconds for flipping out.
yeah,
Energy is real. So regardless of how you might try to hide it and do whatever, people gonna know, especially if they pay attention to you.
yeah.
They will definitely know. But let's get into it. Married life. Did you always want to be married?
I'm gonna say yeah. I always said that everything that I am today, I kind of spoke in existence. So the married life is something. All my friends heard me say. All my anybody that been around me know that I've always said like when I get my wife, I'm gonna have me a wife. When I get my wife, so I kind of spoke it in existence.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know when it was gonna come, how it was gonna come, but I know bitch I was gonna get that. So I kind of know. What about you?
I'm gonna say I didn't ever really. I'm gonna say I wanted to get married and have a family, but I wasn't pressed for it. So it was like one of them things that like if it happened, it happened. If it wasn't, like I wasn't never the females that was like, I can't wait to have a husband and get married with kids. I think I was really one of the people that I was just going with the flow.
Yeah, because when I met you, you was playing those streets,
Heavy.
heavy.
I
So
mean,
I was
hey,
shocked that your ass was ready to settle down. I was shocked.
I feel like it's important to run the streets.
Here we go. No, it ain't.
I feel like it is very important for females to live their best life and to get it out their system. Because who the fuck wants to be like married at 18 and with somebody all the way until they 40, and next thing you know, they having a midlife crisis and they seeing they never experienced nothing.
I, why is it that in the black community, black women are the only ones that feel like and believe that they can it is wrongful to get married at 18,
I
19
didn't say
years
it was
old.
wrong.
But why you
I
need to?
said
Why do you
that you
need
missed
to?
stuff. I
What?
feel like you
Nah,
missed things.
missing what? If you ain't traveling to go see different parts of the world, what are you missing? Because you can't sit here and tell me
Twerking on them headlights.
exact, and that's the point I'm making.
You need to get out your system because have you not seen all the married women? Well, not married, divorced women. Women will be married young and be divorced at 40, and they will be outside with the 20-year-olds, and they can't hang
That's because they ass.
because they missed out.
Nah, they ain't miss out. That's because they ass just women got social media. Women get on social media. These married women, they get to seeing these young girls, and that's what make them miss that shit. At the end of the day,
It's not even about that because I feel as if when I was living it and I was outside in the streets and I was drinking and I was having a good time and not really caring about a man at home or kids at home and all that. I had the time of my life. It was so fun. And it's one of the things where it's like, okay, now I could live the suburban life and I could deal with to be, the type of wife or all these boxes that you got to be in because being a wife is a box.
yeah. But my thing is, being married when women, in my opinion, when women are in the streets before marriage, you're adding baggage to your life. You're adding trauma to your life.
How is me going out and having a good time is adding trauma?
Because I believe in energy transformation.
Who said I was having sex with people? See, that's what you're assuming. No, that's what you're assuming. You're insinuating that just because a woman is in the streets and outside in the club that she out here popping pussy.
That's not what I said. No, you don't necessarily gotta be having sex to be sitting here allowing somebody to transfer energy to you. You could just be in a person's presence. And I'd have been, and I know it's real because I'd have been on the phone with somebody, and they'd have transferred their energy based off they life, they background, what they going through. They'd have transferred that energy to me. I come in the crib, I'm cussing everybody out.
But what you're not recognizing is that when I am outside in these streets, I'm here for a short time, not a long time. So you're not even gonna be around long enough for your energy to travel. Because once you show that negative energy, you're out.
Yeah, but you're an anomaly if you're saying like that. How many women out here are like that? Most, or a lot of, I'm gonna say most, but a lot of women out here are literally adding trauma to their life by playing in these streets.
And then absolutely not.
No, listen, they're adding trauma to their life by playing in these streets, and then they with a snap of a finger, they think without working on themselves that hey, I'm ready to get married now. And they got all this fucking trauma, all this baggage from all the dudes they have dealt with.
Well, that's the difference between a girl and a woman. So you can't necessarily. It's a lot of girls out here that want to in women body. So I feel like a real woman is able to enjoy herself and grow and leave that life alone and move on.
Again, you're an anomaly. You saying that, but I don't see it.
Okay, back to you. You say you always want to be married? How do you feel like me and you've been married for 8 months? Because yesterday made 8 months. And the honeymoon stage is over. I feel like it was over at the 6 month mark.
No, okay. What's your opinion? I don't think it was ever a honeymoon stage.
I think it was. I feel like when me and you got married, it was just like very smooth sailing. It was just everything was peaches and creams. Me and you weren't arguing and we weren't going back and forth. It was just like cool. But then I feel like at that 6 month mark, which was 2 months ago, I feel like it seemed like me and you, it was like a switch.
Okay, I can see that. Okay, but well, see, I still don't. Nah, I'm disagree because the flow before we got married, after we got married, to me never changed. So even if the moment came where we after we got married where we end up arguing, it to me, that's something that's how it was before we got married. So
See what I'm saying is I'm not because we always argue. I mean it ain't never like we never argue because I feel like that's just a part of any relationship. You're going to have arguments, but I feel like right after me and you got married, it was like me and you we didn't get into it over nothing. It was like, oh, you need this? Okay, no problem. You could, no problem. It was just like smooth sailing. But I feel like 2 months ago, it was like a switch where it was like, okay, now you're starting to get on my nerves. Because why would you do that?
okay, yeah, I can see that, but that's I think it's because of the Ryan, right? You got to also mention you had a baby, so having a baby after marriage and then going through the process.
What Brian got to do with?
Because I mean, you gotta look at it like you run around here with your head chopped off, trying to do the wifely duties, clean and cook and wash. And not to say I'm not helping, but at the same time, I'm doing the best I can. I'm working 14-hour shifts, coming home, trying to participate in, trying to take the weight off you. When I finally do get home, you ain't getting no sleep. I'm irritated because Ryan waking up in the middle of the night. I got to get up at 2 in the morning. I'm tired. I only got 4 hours of sleep. So
Mm-hmm.
you imagine, and then you wearing yourself out because you like, I gotta get this done, I gotta get that done, I gotta get this done. So it becomes tiring. So I think Ryan having a third baby freshly after getting married and now trying to juggle daycare, Jamal activities, Ryan his behavior as a baby coming into the world. None of that was easy. And it's getting better because now Ryan is getting older, and so
Mm-hmm.
now it's getting a lot better. He's sleeping long nights. I'm getting a little bit more sleep. I'm now able to come home and do a way lot more with helping you during the week and on the weekend. So it's kind of like smoothing out. But at first, hell no, to me, no, I was over it.
Or the baby?
I was over it all. I was over you, the baby,
Well, damn.
everybody. I was like, fuck this shit. This is hard.
So would you say married life wasn't what you expected to be?
Hell no. Nope.
So what type of married life was you expecting?
I think everybody should get married. I think people should get married before having kids.
Oh, of
If
course.
possible, I
Duh.
think
I think that's a no
people
brainer.
should get married before having kids and do 1 year. 1 to maybe 1.5, 2 years just being married with no kids. Because reality is we got married. We went to LA, went to Vegas, right? Cool trip. We had to take the kids with us. So
Yeah.
that was one. And then right after we got married, we literally had to continue to have the kids. We didn't have a babysitter. Nobody could come and say, "Hey, I'm gonna take the kids. Y'all go on a honeymoon or something." And then when we came back home and right back in the mix. There was no type of pause for us to be like, let's enjoy our us getting married. It was like literally right back in the mix. Okay, Jamal got to go do this. Okay, now we got to figure out Ryan got to go to daycare. Riley got this. It was right back in
Yeah.
the mix. So it was like, where was the enjoyment?
I mean, I
The
could.
enjoyment, not I'm talking about afterwards,
I
not
mean,
doing.
I 100% could see the fact that. Well, I agree that I feel like people need to be married and wait before they have kids because kids is a whole different dynamic. However, regardless of what, when you add kids into a dynamic or relationship or marriage, it's gonna change anyway. So I feel like regardless if you was married for 1 year, 2 year, 5 years, 10 years, and y'all just having kids, it's gonna be a shit show. because
Yeah.
the entire dynamic changes.
Yeah.
Where it's not necessarily you and me as the focus, it's more so the kids.
Yeah.
And it's like the kids is the world, but we trying to fit ourselves in it. It's like it's their world, but we just in it.
I can see that. I can see that. 'Cause it's all about their head. Yeah.
I mean, it is because it then is. I mean, a lot of people want to say like "fuck them kids" because I mean we can say that, but I feel like when you say that, your kid is the one that suffers. So then it's like, yeah, you might be happy marriage, but now you're a shitty parent.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see
So I
that.
feel like it's a unbalance of scales because I mean I feel like the thing is it's just like a lack of help. In so many words, I feel like married people need a village. Like it's everybody want to talk about being married with kids and this that and the third, but I feel like or just when we speak about single moms and single dads, everybody like, oh, we need the village, but I feel like married people really need a village around them for their marriage to last, or you gonna get all these people getting divorced.
I agree, but we ain't no family support. Let's just jump right in. Ain't no family support. None at all. None. My family's in Chicago. No family, little family you got down here. Went that that shit
It
went
went
off the
left.
hinges. That shit went left, right?
Yeah,
Because we enter into a fact where just it was way before we got married, the ups and downs of
yeah,
folks not liking me. 1 minute, then 1 minute they like me, the next minute they don't like me. So that transition, so to the point where now we're here where we had to isolate ourselves
yeah,
from the situation, from your family. And again, mine is always in Chicago, so they ain't no help regardless.
yeah.
So you gotta look at that like we ain't got no help. It's
But I
literally
feel like
us.
even if we was to move back to Chicago, because I know everybody be like, well, move back because you'll have so much help. I feel like that's cap. Because everybody say like, oh, we will help you, we will do this, we will do that. But once it boils down to it, it's like, oh, I need your help. It's not gonna be the type of help that you want.
Ain't nobody watching our damn kids.
It ain't even about watching kids, because I mean, at the end of the day, we could pay somebody to watch our kids. It's more so having a healthy, stable person watching our kids, putting them. I feel like that's what it is. And if we really get into like family in general, I feel like it's not that many healthy family members. Sadly, it's
And
not
then you don't
healthy
trust your
dynamics.
And then you don't trust your kids around there. But I mean, you don't trust people around your kids because everybody not gonna take care of your kids the way you take care of your kids. Everybody ain't gonna keep an eye on your kids the way
Yes.
you keep an eye on your kids. So you fuck around and drop your kids off, they come back with a knot on their head. Now you pissed off like how the fuck? Because if they was in my care, if they was in my eyesight, I know this ain't gonna happen. But
Yeah, and everybody move differently because I feel like if some people, she talking about they lie.
well,
Hey Isha, she talking about some we lying, but I feel like in general, I feel like people just be full of crap, and everybody parent different. So it's like, yeah, you might want to watch my kid, but you gonna be not gonna feed my kid with it. You gonna let my kid just do whatever. You gonna sit there and not really pay attention to the kid. You gonna be throwing my baby off on your baby. So it's like, what type of help is that?
we've been doing
And
this
then
shit.
even when we speak on like finding a damn nanny or something, a babysitter,
You can't trust everybody. You don't know.
who like is one of the things like daycare is something, daycare is something different. But when you invite another person into your house and they gotta watch your kids in your house, that's something I'm scared of.
I can see that. Ain't shit. Look, ain't no way around it. Look, you just got. We just putting up with it. You know what I mean? We're dealing with our damn kids on our own. We're figuring out how to navigate it. And I guess when the time comes for us to get our life back, we will share it. But then, we're going to navigate this thing.
Oh, it should say family be lying. They ass ain't gonna help at all. They not, and that's the sad part is because everybody be trying to sucker us into moving back to Chicago, which I am 100% not doing. Like, yes, I miss
The
like the
food.
family, the food. Cause even I'm not gonna lie, like my daddy side of the family, like they actually did. It looked like they had a good time on Thanksgiving. You saw
Yeah.
all Riley cousins her age. It looked like it was just a good time, and I miss that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Cause I remember when I was growing up, we used to eat at home and then go to auntie house and we over there with the cousins. It's a sleepover. It was so much fun. But it's like now family ain't like we are the adults now. We are the aunties and the uncles, and we childish as hell. Everybody is so childish, and it's so sick.
I mean, look at the shit. Look. Okay, look at Thanksgiving for example. I mean, he was talking about this back when we were coming up. There was a tradition where everybody went over one person's house, and we all ate, we all kicked it, we all watched the game. The girls, the ladies was in the kitchen helping cook, kids somewhere around the house playing, the males in the front. Now this new generation, which is our generation, all you hear is ain't nobody coming to my goddamn house. I don't want nobody sitting on my goddamn couch. I don't want these badass kids. It's like, bro, what happened to not giving a fuck about all that shit and just embracing that you are around your family? Nobody cares no more.
I feel like honestly, family ain't shit. So why should I care about them? And I'm speaking for me, because I mean, even in general, it's like, see, I miss the whole family dynamic, and I can reminisce about my experience as a kid. But if I really be 100% and speak on my experience now, for one, family don't know how to respect other people in general. People
Boundaries.
don't know boundaries. People don't know simple respect, that it's certain shit you don't say, it's certain things that you don't do, that you don't overextend yourself in other people's kids' lives, or that if we doing Thanksgiving, it shouldn't all just be on one person, or you should want to respect somebody's house. It's so much stuff that goes into Thanksgiving that I feel like back in the day it really didn't matter, because everybody was just like, we one big happy family, but there is no longer a one big happy family. So it's like,
Yeah, everybody beefing. Yeah, look at what just happened with us this Thanksgiving, right? And I love.
so we going to Thanksgiving. I
Let's
thought we
go
was we was on married life. How did we end up talking about Thanksgiving?
because
But
this
we'll double back to married life.
this
Thanksgiving, let's get
no,
it.
this is part of married life. This is part of life in general, right? My sister come out here for Thanksgiving. Most I she being rude and ignorant and just an asshole about the things that she did. And one of the examples coming in the house. Let's talk about this. First of all, for all you folks out there,
Get
you
closer to
don't
the mic.
walk in nobody's house after coming from wherever you come
Yes,
and
because
don't wash your goddamn hands. Okay? Let me say it again. You don't come in nobody's house after wherever you come from and don't wash your hands. That's one. Secondly, uh,
people dirty nowadays, so
that's a problem.
COVID is gone, so people don't wash their hands as much. That's what it was. COVID made everybody scared to touch shit, but now that it's gone, everybody back to their old ways.
That's the fucking problem. That's one, right? Secondly, you don't look for anybody out there. If you come in to stay at somebody's house from you come out of town, cool, no problem. You want to bring your own towels, that's fine. But it's not what you do, it's how you do it. My sister was like, I don't want to use y'all motherfucking towels. I brought my own damn towels. As if, but the way she insinuated is if we some nasty motherfuckers. And I ain't never grew up to be that way. My house is clean. Our towel, this woman washes towels left and right 24/7. So ain't no, and my sister know this. She ain't never walked in not one crib I ever had, and anything was out of order to where she like, yeah, I can't use his shit or the towels, none of that shit. But again, it's okay that you bring your own towels. It's just the way you went about it. Secondly, we cleaned up our goddamn house before she got here. So to be out loud talking about something, telling her daughter, which is my niece, go change your goddamn white socks into black socks because they flow dirty. Flo wasn't even dirty. Yeah, you think, but I'm saying this to say, look at the rudeness, the out loud rudeness of coming into somebody's environment. Then you come in there, and my wife is in the middle of trying to prepare and cook and prep Thanksgiving dinner, and you come this motherfucker trying to cook your own goddamn food on the damn stove in the middle of her trying to cook. Who comes from out of town and say, let me move out the way, let me cook my goddamn food on your stove? Fuck that you preparing, prepping, and trying to get Thanksgiving dinner away. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck. I want to cook my food. And then to put no, I ain't done yet. And then to put the goddamn icing on the goddamn cake. This for all. I just want people to know this, because this is rude shit you don't do. My wife literally had on silk pajamas. She goes in the room to change her
Well, you,
goddamn.
when you say silk pajamas, it sounds like that's like some
No, a
sexy
shirt.
stuff.
No, a button-up shirt and some
Y'all know the
goddamn.
regular silk pajamas
Yeah,
that everybody got.
a button-up shirt and some goddamn shorts. Some shorts, regular shorts, no hoochie shorts, no booty shorts, regular shorts. She goes in the room, changes because she was sweating from cooking. But she's still cooking, so she like, I'm just gonna change into something, dry. Of course, my sister and her man is here at my house.
Yeah,
My
no
sister literally
respect.
comes in the room and says, "You gonna let your woman walk around the house?" Because she put on some new shorts. You gonna let your woman walk around the house in them type of shorts? I said, "What the hell is wrong with the shorts? Her ass ain't hanging out. My wife don't even move like that. Her ass ain't hanging out. What's wrong with the shorts?" I'm just saying, don't nobody wear shorts around another man. What the fuck? This is her house. If she want to be comfortable and wear some fucking shorts, that's fine. But she ain't got the shorts she got on, ain't got her ass cheeks out. So now we at an uproar because it's like you're trying to insinuate that my wife went into our bedroom to change from what she had on into some booty shorts to impress your man. Who brings that kind of energy to somebody's house on fucking Thanksgiving?
I'm trying to say Thanksgiving was a pure shit show, like a pure shit show, and it's I don't know. I feel like the Lord is working on me because, like Aisha said, she said ain't no respect. She would have cussed her ass out, and everybody hate me. I was real close to that, and then I was kind of upset with you.
Yeah.
Let's get back to married life because I feel as if somebody insinuates something about your wife, which is me, I feel like it should have been handled a totally different way. It shouldn't have been no hush hush. I'm gonna wait until she leave to tell me what she said because I feel like I had a right to address something. Because at this point you attacking my character.
No, you're absolutely right. The reason why I didn't say shit, but we're two different people. The way you think about handling shit and the way I do is totally different. I didn't say shit because I'm thinking about our fucking kids and the kid and my nieces and nieces that's in this house. Because at the end of the day, even telling them to go upstairs, they are of age, so they can hear. They're gonna be ear hustling. They're gonna be listening, and I'm not gonna bring that energy around my daughter, my son, or my nieces. I'm not finna bring that energy around them. At
But
the end of the
it
day,
wouldn't even been no type of energy though, because I feel like I'm an adult, so I can handle it as an adult. It'll just be simply don't sit. Like first of all, let me check you because for one, I'm not even that type of woman. And the same shorts that I had on, I wear around my daddy. So if I could wear these shorts around my daddy and my preteen ass son, why can't I wear the shorts around your man? I wear the shorts outside to the store.
yep,
So
they
why
regular
wouldn't I
shorts.
be able to wear the shorts inside my house?
They regular
Like,
shorts.
I'm sorry. It's hot as fuck. I'm hot nature. I'm not finna put on no pants. I'm not finna put on no baggy clothes. I'm not finna put on shit because at the end of the day, the ass gonna ass and whatever I got on. And if your man is looking, that's not my problem. That's something that you have to get taken care of.
But again,
And once again, I'm not even that type of woman.
yeah,
I don't even look for attention from men. I don't.
yeah, your
So
booty cheeks.
it's like I'm not a attention seeking ass woman. I don't sit there and go around and looking for people to give me attention.
Yeah, your booty cheeks wasn't out.
I don't know.
None of that shit.
Thanksgiving was ghetto.
Yep.
It was just full of shit. It was very ghetto. It was I don't know. It just made you question about who you let in your house, who you let in your space. And I feel like it was a lesson learned for me because I'm always this person that's like, oh, the doors are open. Anybody could come, like whatever. But now I'm definitely going to be more selective in who comes into my space.
Yeah, but
Because,
that go back to the energy I think I said earlier. I transfer because even in that moment when we was in the kitchen, we damn near was trying to get an argument because you said something. I kind of got irritated like at you,
yeah,
but
because
that's what
we
I
was
mean
so,
by energy.
I ain't going to lie. It was just,
That's what I mean by energy. We transfer.
it was a shit show. Thanksgiving was a shit show. It was like, it's crazy because I'm trying to be a better person, y'all. If y'all know me that I ain't for none of the BS. I'ma say how I feel. If you go to 10, I'm going to 100. But the Lord is working on me. So I'm trying to be a little bit more understanding, be a little bit more open and not take things personal.
Mhm.
However, or give people a chance, because that's what it is. Me giving people a chance and not necessarily be just so cut off on people. But now I feel as if I'm cut off on people. Like I already been this way with my own personal family, because I feel like once you hurt me or once you try to play with my character, you just do some wild shit that I just can't mess with you no more. But now I feel like that's just how it got to be for everybody, and it's fucked up because I feel like you shouldn't have to be like that. But nah, because mm-mm.
No, it's about at this point. It's about just uh making sure protecting your space, protecting your peace, protecting your space. Because at the end of the day, you got to recognize that just because we growing and we're trying to mature mentally, emotionally, spiritually, everybody's not doing that. So you're gonna still come across people who are negative, people who just their life is not where they want it to be. They not happy, and they will bring that shit in your space and try to fuck your dynamic up, your energy up, and that's
Yeah,
what happened on Thanksgiving.
yeah, because
That energy was brought into this house, and it's crazy because I was so excited for her to come down here
I
because she
was
hadn't
real
been down
excited.
here.
I don't know. I just felt like it was gonna be a good. I really had the intention that it was gonna be a good ass Thanksgiving. I was like, we gonna have a good time. The kids, Rod's gonna be able to be around our cousins or whatever. But it's like two people came in our shit and fucked up the whole type of dynamic. And it wasn't even just them. It was, I ain't gonna say the, not your nieces, but his kid. It's like them three just fucked up the whole entire dynamic. Where it was like the kids sitting there arguing, the kids is going back and forth. My son ready to tear a motherfucking head off just because it's like
boy. Oh,
people bad energy travel. And Aisha was like, only because you let that one spirit in, it threw us off, and we got to be more selective because we really do. Because I'm trying to tell you, when two people are toxic, like when they toxic, it shows on them. It's on their sleeve, like they aura, and regardless of how positive you is, that shit will attach to you. Because it was a few times like when we was just doing like just talking to each other, just being around each other, I felt like I was getting more so just irritated with the whole entire situation. I'm just like, nah, I ain't feeling this. Cause I mean, shit, he even fucked up my food. I ain't even gonna lie. I fucked up. I fucked up some food on Thanksgiving, and that's not even like me, y'all.
The day
at
I
all.
Mom, she
I
gave
was
up
over
on
it.
cooking.
I was done.
She gave up
I was
on
done
cooking.
Wednesday night,
an hour.
an hour after a motherfucker came into my house. I was over Thanksgiving.
Do you know how long a motherfucker wait? First of all, you don't cook dressing and all this shit on a regular basis. So me and Jamal, we excited for motherfucking pies, the cheesecake, the dressing, the greens, all this shit. We excited for. This damn woman that gave up in the middle of motherfucking cooking Thanksgiving.
I sure did. I was done.
You're not gonna finish cooking?
Like, and I don't know if y'all know. Y'all know if people energy is off when they cook your food, you should not eat that shit, because whatever the fuck they feel, that's what's gonna be in the food. Like people really like that whole cook with love shit is real. Like you really need people to cook with love. You gonna eat some food, you want to make sure the person that's cooking it is in a good headspace, because whatever the fuck they feeling, it's gonna be in that food and you gonna eat it.
Well, you must have got back into your bag because you cooked the shit out of them cheesecakes, but
that was a brand new day that I cooked them cheesecakes Thursday morning. But Wednesday night, I fucked up that macaroni and cheese. And it's crazy because everybody need macaroni and cheese. I fucked up my caramel cake because when he was making the caramel cake, guess who got up and was in the mix? At first, it was just us down here. Everybody came and it was too much going on, and shit just got fucked. Yeah. Once again.
That's that bad energy, man. So
it's definitely bad
my
energy.
Sister, but we going from the lesson we've learned is whenever we are inviting, we're gonna be very selective on who we invite to our house.
Ain't no more invites.
Well, I still want some guests, but we gotta be selective now.
I feel like guests can come, but y'all gotta get a hotel room. I feel like the doors of the church are closed. I mean, and it's sad because I don't know. That was the first bad experience, because even when your brother came, it was an enjoyable time. When Quisha came, we had a good time. Yeah, every time my daddy or DJ come or Layla come, it's a good time. But it was a lesson learned. So the doors of the church are closed, y'all. So if y'all come visit and we can meet up, but ain't nobody staying in my house. They gotta go back. Ain't no sleeping in the house. I'm sorry.
I see my sister messed it up.
See, make their ass get a hotel room. Definitely. I mean, y'all, like, the doors of this house are closed because I'm not doing this shit no more. And I feel like, in-laws is a touchy situation anyway, especially when you married into some stuff. So it's like one of these things where you gotta walk on eggshells. But I feel like once I'm done, I'm done, and you ain't gonna play with me or my character. So, and then it's more than just you running your mouth talking about a situation or what you insinuate. It's the fact that y'all know women, they're not gonna just stop at whatever. They're gonna tell whoever will listen, because I'm a woman. I know that they're gonna tell whoever, and they're gonna try to paint me out to be this person that I'm not, and I'm not gonna be able to come around you and be on some, oh, we're cordial, this, that, and the third, when I know you already drug my name down through the dirt.
Yeah.
So it's one of them things where it's like, hi and bye.
Well, let's just talk about the family shit then. Well, I know you mentioned that.
Family.
Hell, with your mom and them, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Being in, we're not gonna say we're into it, but because of because of what occurred before we got married and leading up to marriage, it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
That we had to literally put a wall up when you want to come to your mama and some of your family members because of the fact that of what happened. It sucks because it's like, damn, I remember last year, the year before that,
how holidays supposed to be. Like we all could get together and have a good time, but
playing cards, listening to music, and this holiday just felt like damn, man, why motherfuckers had to just do the shit they did? Like, why?
It was definitely another slap in the face, because I ain't gonna lie. Every Thanksgiving, me and my mama over here, we prepping the food, we drinking, we having a good time, and it's like that type of bond that we do every year. And this year was like totally different. And it kind of like hits a soft spot when you be like, damn, like I really missed that. But then it's like, damn, on the other side, it's like, but I can't go back to that. So then it's like a bittersweet moment. And then it's throwing salt on the wound. It's like, okay, I'm already missing this dynamic with my family in general, because it's a holiday. You supposed to be with people you love or whatever type shit. But then your family come, and then it's like, that's throwing most shit in the water. So it's just entirely fucked up. And it's just a lesson learned that holidays moving forward, it's just going to be us and our family, or around people that we really care and that they healthy and we got a good relationship and it's 100% copacetic. Because I'm not doing it. It was like a lesson learned. It was like, shit with my mom. Okay, I see how you felt with the shit with my mama now, because it's like, oh, my mama's sad. It's like, I see how you felt when people sit there and try to paint you out to be something that you're not.
My sister.
So it's hurtful.
And that's what that works in ways, because
yeah,
for you to understand what I went through when it came to your mama and other people trying to paint my character a whole different way, making me seem like I'm this just outlandish abuser, just all around bad guy. And then for my sister to come in the house and do the same, exalt that same energy to you, now it's like, now you see, crazy. You put them shoes on, now you see, like, damn, this what you went through? Hell yeah, this what I went through. And that shit don't feel good. When your character's being attacked, and you know that you ain't your character not like that, and then not only do they attack your character, but then they spread.
Yeah, they run and they tell the whole damn family about some shit that's lying. So then it's like, damn. So now I'm not only you, now it's whoever behind you.
Yeah, and you don't. And how do you react to that? Because you don't know how. Your reaction, what you really want to do is fuck somebody up, but at the same time, when you're growing, we didn't grow.
Well, I ain't gonna say anyone. See, that's the thing. If you would have told me that, I know you were saying it, I probably would have beat your sister ass. I mean, the old Kenya probably would have, because I feel like
I want to take
don't play with me.
Yeah, I love
but the new Kenya, I'm not gonna. I feel like I'm over fighting. What the fuck I'm fighting you for? At the end of the day, you fight life yourself. So I ain't got time for it. However, I do feel as if I would have been able to address it as a grown woman, but you didn't give me that chance.
No, I didn't get a chance. I wasn't gonna get a chance. Listen, I ain't gonna play like that. I'll tell you what happened, and we'll discuss it when we always discuss shit when in our own space.
But I wonder why is family like that, and it's crazy because I really wish that we would have been like the lucky ones that actually have in-laws that they like, and they just come one big happy family. And I thought we was gonna be that because we was real good in the beginning, where everybody seemed like it was okay, but then it just seemed as if after me and him got engaged, it was just like a switch. It's weird. I wonder if anybody else experienced that. It's like, how the fuck do you like me and we all good, but then after so long, it's just a switch.
I think it's a lot of people like that. The guy that when he was in Dollar Tree, he felt that way. I was just writing on the girl post today, Jaleesa, who I went to school with. She made a post saying, does anybody out here have like mother-in-laws or parents like other, opposite parents,
in-laws
that don't like you? And I quickly wrote on shit like me. I'm going through it right now because literally that's what it is. Yeah. So it's a lot of males and females literally in the same boat as me.
But I wonder what it is, because I mean, honestly, I'm the type of person, if you want to be with this person, that's you. Like, if it ain't healthy or if he doing something to you that's whatever, that's your business. I mean, at the end of the day, if it's a toxic situation, I'm gonna tell you, like, I mean, I think I wouldn't do that if I was you, but that's how you want to live your life. But I don't see why people just can't respect boundaries or just respect people in general. Like, just simple respect. Like, you don't gotta like a motherfucker, but you ain't have to be rude and disrespectful.
Shit, they don't care, man. I've seen it all. When I first came into this family, I thought that I was gonna, I'm a very likable guy. Everybody likes me. Males, females, older heads, the young heads.
You sure?
I'm the coolest person you go ever. Come on, that's how you fell in love with me. I'm the coolest person you gonna ever come across. I'm very likable. So when I first came into your family, met your mama, come on, I thought I was doing my job. I'm like, yeah, shit, we getting along, everything cool.
I really want to know what the switch was.
To me, I think the switch is when your family, when certain families feel like you're now being taken from them.
I mean, yeah.
Think about it. When I asked you to marry me, in that moment, a switch goes off in some of your family, in some of your family's head. Like, wait a minute, this is our Kenya. This is our baby. She's been around.
Or I think it's the switch up, the old Kenya. Because I mean, at the end of the day, it was a switch. Well, it's crazy because you wasn't even a switch. I feel like I am who I am today based off of this is who I always supposed to be. Like, yeah, I used to be the turn up queen of the ratchets, to be clear. I used to be the one hitting the streets like shot, we gonna have a good time. But also was the same person that was mild-mannered and was always on my shit. So it's like
head of the class, graduated.
I always was this person. Yeah. And it's crazy to me that people really think that you're really supposed to be in certain places and spaces for the rest of your life. Like, I feel like at a certain age, drinking and going out and doing whatever, it shouldn't be fun no more. Like, at a certain age, you should be possibly married with kids. And, if that's not your type of speed, but I feel like when do you get tired of going out? Because I ain't gonna lie. Going out and drinking, that hangover, I'm at the point nowadays where I have hangovers. I get drunk, I don't feel good the next day. So it's like, why the fuck would I want to constantly do that?
I think that's what sucks about I think that's part of what is kind of like hard being married is that when you get married, you start not even intentionally, but unintentionally, you start having to isolate yourself based off the fact that not just with family members, but with friends, cousins, whoever, because you're seeing people do things
that you can't do.
That you can't do. Like, for example, I remember my sister was saying how she went to Miami with it was supposed to be a girls trip, and my sister, one of my sister and her friends ended up picking up some guys, but my little sister is married. So now she looking at like this supposed to be a girls trip. Y'all picking up guys. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Y'all gonna leave me in a hotel. So it's like when you become married, you can't really kick it with the single women or the single guys. You can't fucking be around certain family members because they feel some kind of way.
You can't be out all night.
You can't be out. I wouldn't say you can't, but out of respect, you don't want to be.
You can't be out all night. I wish somebody would, or even me in general. If I mean, it's different if we out of town, we kicking it. Yeah, live it up. But on a every weekend type shit, you come in the house at 5 a.m, drunk, and I'm in the house with these kids, or I'm sitting there waiting on you, and you ain't coming. Like, That's just not a good look for a married person.
Yeah.
And that's why I say back to the first one that I feel like you need to get that out your system, because once you're married, it's those rules. You are in this box. You cannot do X, Y, and Z. And any married person that sit there and say, "Well, I don't got no problem. She could do that. She could do this." You lying.
Well, I always say don't open up doors that you're not. Don't open up doors for somebody to walk through that you know you're gonna have a problem with.
Yeah.
I don't believe in opening up doors that I know that if you did it, I'm gonna fucking snap. So for me, my mindset has always been operate in a certain type of fashion that you know you're gonna want your wife to operate in. So coming home at 5 in the morning, I don't whether you gave me the permission or not. To me, that's just not acceptable at
Yeah,
all.
because after 2 a.m. ain't shit open but legs. So it's like, I mean, it was after our spots, but at the same
Nah,
time,
man. At the end of the day, look, if I go outside
no.
at 9, 10, 11 o'clock, by 2 a.m., I'm in the house.
Yeah,
What
you
am
gotta
I
go.
anything past 2? What am I doing?
Yeah, the club closed at 2.
I don't even been around the guys that damn long.
And why you need to go to the after hour and they go home?
That's
You
what
got a
I'm saying.
family.
That's what I'm
Go
saying.
home.
It's just certain shit out of respect. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Nobody trying to control you. It's just like
Yeah, I
it's
feel
just
like
out
it's
of
just
respect.
respect.
What would you? And then you thinking about what you want your woman to do. What you doing?
Yeah, also too, it's like not a good look though. Like if you married and you sitting there and you like, yeah, I'm finna go out with the guys every weekend, and you just going out drinking and you coming home every night at 5 in the morning. It's like, what the fuck are you going to the club looking for? Cause ain't shit to do in the club but pick up people and to drink.
I know
Cause
when you like
people
liquor.
really don't even dance no more, and if they are dancing, they dancing to get something.
Hell no, shit.
So it's like, what are you going to the club for?
You gotta buy. I remember going to my first club I went to, and it's still the same. You gotta buy a woman a drink in order for her
Well,
to have a
nowadays
conversation
it's
with you.
about bottles.
I ain't got no money
And
for no damn bottle. I got
you
three
ain't
kids.
tricking if you ain't got it.
And 3 kids. I'm tricking on 3 kids. That's what it is. Shit.
But nah, I feel like with just being married, you gotta have married friends. And I feel like that's something that me and you do like, because I mean we know married people, but it's a difference when you have like a married couple you constantly spend time with.
When they got kids, and y'all can be like, let's
Yeah.
book a trip. Let's all of us with the kids go on a trip. I mean, the married people we do know they a distance.
Yeah,
They far.
they out
It's
of
not like
town.
they
Yeah.
right next door to us or they in the same state as us. They in different states. So it's like you can't really have a relationship like you want to with married couples because you ain't got them.
Yeah, and also too, I feel like that's one of the things we gotta be selective as hell too, because some married people, they energy could be off. Like, cause I done been around some married people and you be like, what's going on with that?
Yeah.
Like, well, they just unload off the person and they just, it's weird. So it's like,
Yeah, you gotta cut them off. You gotta cut. No, no, life is life, and you gotta thug it out all the time. Whether
yeah,
it's marriage, whether it's kids, whether it's family members, cousins. Every day you wake up, you have to figure out how to thug this shit out, and it ain't fucking easy at all.
yeah,
It is difficult. As a man walking out this door, it is hard. And I tell people this all the time. You have in my mind, and I hope I want people to really understand that's listening. It's so difficult to maintain life. Think about it. You only get 30 every 30 days you have to figure out how to repay the same fucking bills you just paid. You have to rethink about how to get the same amount of money again to pay the same goddamn bills. That alone right there is stressful. And then you got your kids you coming home to on a day-to-day fucking basis who just go daddy, 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 daddy. Then you got your wife who just like get your
what?
ass up, do this, help here. Don't be looking at me like that
I am
shit.
not like that.
Yes,
You're lying. I am not
no,
that
you're
type of
not.
wife.
No,
I
no,
am
you're
not
not.
a
No,
nagger
no,
type
hold
of
on,
wife.
hold on. I didn't say that you're a nagger. I'm saying that just in general, it's a proper respect thing to participate. You know me. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
believe just because I have a job that excuses me from not being able to take care of the house as well and
yep.
participate
It
in handling
takes
the kids.
two.
It takes two. So I have to come home from a 14-hour shift and start my second job, which is home.
Yeah.
And I got to make sure you straight and what your energy look like. And I got to make sure the kids are straight and listen to their damn horrible day. You know, I ain't gonna say horrible. Listen to their days.
Which
With,
be like questionable. You be like, wait
yes.
a minute,
So
what happened?
yeah. So
Because
it's
Riley be
tough.
having some tea
Yes, it's tough.
in
So
preschool.
I big anybody up that gets up every day to maintain and do this shit because it is not an easy walk. This shit hard.
Yeah.
I wish I was a goddamn kid again. I ain't gonna lie. When I look at my kids and see how happy and free they is, I would love to trade spaces with their ass.
I don't know. I feel like it's me. I look at that situation there. I feel like it's just motivation. I feel like it's just shows that we have to just continuously work so that we are in a position eventually where that whole every 30 days bullshit and all the bills, that is just one of the things where it's like, that's already taken care of. I ain't even worry about that. So I look at it as motivation. It is stressful. I'm giving you that. But I look at it as motivation because we just got to work harder.
Yeah,
and we will get there.
Yeah.
Because best believe we have came a long way.
If everybody thinking that marriage is easy, this shit ain't easy. Listen, me and Kenya started off the first 3 years of arguing every goddamn day.
You want every day.
Yeah,
you make it seem
yeah.
it was. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like relationships are hard, and at first, I ain't never been with a person past 2 years. 2 years and you was out. Right. Because I am a type of person. I'm just not for the BS. I don't feel the need to sit there and really work towards something. So being in a long-term relationship, marriage in general, that has been, I don't know, I guess that's been like a, what you want to call it? Like a
roller coaster?
No, it's been like a evolution for me. Like your girl has grown because I'm trying to say I was the 2-year queen. After 2 years, I don't even want to look at you no more. And now we 6 years in and we married for 8 months and it's like,
but
man,
I don't like that people always say wait till marriage, wait till you get married, everything gonna change. Nah, we've been rocking for 6 years, only married 8. What's gonna change? We know each other. We know each other triggers. We know what pisses each other off. We know all this shit. We've been through the fucking broke stage, all type of stages. So at the end of the day, I feel like getting married. I to me, even right now, I don't see what's changing.
I think it's the pressure that people think about. I feel like because it's a lot of pressure that comes with being married. Like when you're a husband, it's totally different prerequisites and requirements of you as a husband than you are as a baby daddy or as a father. And the same thing for a wife. Like wife and husband it carries a lot of weight. In regards to how people don't want to make it seem that way, as a boyfriend or girlfriend, you don't supposed to be doing certain shit. I mean, we do in the Black community or in general. We definitely be girlfriends acting like wives, which is a problem. But when you really take it on and you got that responsibility and you know for certain that you just can't get the fuck up and kick somebody out and move around, it's a totally different ball game.
So let me ask you this. So since we've been together, have you ever had those feelings where you wanted to be like, because a lot of women be like, that the first thing reaction is get the fuck out, I'm calling the police. Have you ever had the moment where you was like, I'm calling the police on this nigga?
I don't play police games.
No, okay.
I don't even like the police.
What about get the fuck out? You ain't never mentioned it to me. If you ever had the thoughts like, get the fuck out.
I don't know
get the fuck out of my house.
I feel like I'm a person that's gonna leave. Shit, you can have this shit. That's me. I'm the one that's like, you know what? I don't need this. I could just do this shit on my own. I could just move. I'm that person. Okay. I want to be. We can have this because if I leave, I want some new shit anyway.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the opposite. I've always in my head, I want to be like, get the fuck out. I'm tired of your shit. Not in the beginning. In the beginning, I didn't like you in the beginning. I'm gonna be honest with you. I loved you, but you used to get on my motherfucking nerves. That's what it was.
Well, damn, guys.
That was times I wanted to be like, get the fuck out. But at the same time, I know I love you. So it was like, and then, I ain't never been that type of nigga anyway. See, I'm the type of dude, I say shit in my head. I cuss Kenya out in my head. I never cuss out, like, out loud. Now, I say ignorant shit because I'm an asshole, but I cuss Kenya out in my head. So I'll be like,
yeah, because you can't say this shit to my face.
You crazy. I ain't got time for you.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. I am not the one.
You let me know Kendrick ass is living in your head. I ain't got time for that. You refer to yourself as in third person. You crazy.
If you know, you know. But I ain't gonna lie. I feel like, I don't know. I just ain't never really been that type of person. I'm not a quitter either.
Yeah. Indeed.
So I look at it as like, okay, yeah, marriage is hard. Sometimes I don't like this motherfucker. And sometimes I'd be looking at him and be like, what the fuck, like, what did I do? Like, I ain't gonna, I feel like everybody has that moment. I feel like if you married, like, like you have those moments. Not saying that you don't love somebody, but I feel like you have those moments where you be like, what the, like, what was I thinking? Like, I promise you, that is, I feel like that's every married person has dealt with that. Even though me and you only been married for 8 months, I feel like even though we only been married 8 months, we was engaged for like 2 years. So I feel like that's kind of really when those feelings started. When it was just like, dang, I can't get rid of him. Like, dang, like, wait a minute. But I mean, I wouldn't have it either way because I feel like it's easier when you just have that notion where it's like, this person ain't going nowhere.
It's crazy because I can understand. I'm a real asshole. I'm a nice person.
He a Virgo. But if you a Virgo, if you know Virgos, you know.
That's because I'm honest.
No, you think you know everything.
That is not true.
You think you know everything.
That's not true. I'm a logical thinker, and when somebody don't sound like they got common fucking sense and they speak it in a logical way, it irritates me.
You are ignorant. He says ignorant things and he hides behind, oh, I was just being honest.
I was.
When being honest, okay, let me give y'all an example because let's call a spade a spade. Let me give you an example.
Go ahead.
You could sit there and say, I didn't like that food because that's your opinion, right? What he would say is, who the fuck cooks stuff like that? You forgot this step. This don't taste good. That's nasty. That don't even go in there. And this, that, and the third. And he would say, well, I was just being honest.
I was.
Being honest is saying you didn't like something. All the extra shit is not being honest. That's being an asshole.
I said I'm an asshole, but you have to know the full truth. I don't want you to just know that it was nasty.
Ain't nobody got to know what you didn't have to like and what somebody should have did better. I feel like that's just some information you could just omit.
Nope. Honesty is healthy, and that's the problem in this world.
No.
People are afraid to be honest with people. They're afraid that they gonna hurt their feelings, and I'm not afraid.
No, you just lack empathy. That's my husband likes empathy. It's something that me and him are working on. I'm really trying to help him realize that you have to be an empathetic person. Nope. That people deserve grace. No, that's something that he has not learned yet. We're working on it. I
don't expect nobody to give me grace or empathy.
He's lying. He is a bald-faced lie. Because as soon as he does something and somebody hit him with that same energy, he feels away. What? And he'll be like, why you do that to me? Why you do that to me? That's how you is.
No. I only feel that way with you.
Nah.
Hear me out. I only feel that way with you when I tell you, come here and say, you hurt my feelings. You did. With everybody else, I don't really give a fuck. I really don't care. If you tell me that my feet stink, okay, my fucking feet stink. So
but that's, I mean, anybody know that they feet stink. It'd be something deeper there. It depends on what it is. Like, say, for instance, somebody say, you know, you're not doing as much as you say you're doing. You're going to immediately feel attacked.
No, only with you. Only with you. I'm gonna keep saying it. With you. With everybody else. I'm trying to tell you, I've had these conversations with so many people.
So it's only about people you care about. So if you care about their opinion, that's when you feel attacked.
That's the only way.
But then you can't say you like honesty and you want to give people honesty.
I do like honesty. No. I like honesty. What I don't like is for people. See, this is the difference. People lie to me. I've come across people that lie to me, and that's what pisses me off. I like honesty.
Why? Lie to you for what?
I don't know why. That's what I'm saying. People have a hard time with being honest with each other, and
saying, what would the lie be? They say like, oh, that was okay.
Okay, I'll give you an example. Let's say like my brother, right? Let's say that I don't even fucking know. It don't necessarily be about me or like I did something wrong. It could just be in general, lying in general, whether it's about a story.
So you don't like liars.
I don't like when a motherfucker lie. I can handle the truth. If you tell me my feet stink, I'm a why guy. So it's because I'm asking why, that doesn't mean that I can't handle it. If you say my feet stink, I want to know why you say my feet stink. If you say I can't cook, I want to know why. It don't hurt my feelings.
How do I supposed to know why you can't cook? That's something you need to take up with yourself.
I'm just saying though, I want to know why you're saying whatever you're saying.
Because it's nasty.
Okay, that's fine. I can handle it, but I want to know why. Let's have a conversation. You know that I like to have conversations. The only person that can hurt my feelings is your ass. You the only one.
Well, I guess I do that.
I have shielded myself off from anybody else to be able to hurt my feelings. It's like
Yeah.
I don't care if you say what you
But see, it's
say.
crazy because I could be honest and you don't like when I'm being honest. Because you'll say, like, for instance, when you bought me that ugly ass coat.
No,
And
no,
I
no, no,
told you right then and there, I said, I don't like it. Why would you buy me this?
no, no, no,
And you
no,
got
no,
upset
no,
with
no, no.
me. And that's me being honest.
Yeah, because no, no, no. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not even gonna defend that. You're right. That's why I just said you're the only one that can hurt my feelings. I've shielded myself off from allowing anybody to to penetrate me to hurt my feelings. Nobody can do that. If
Yeah.
you tell me something about myself, if you tell me something, whatever, I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna be like, why? Why are you saying that? What you mean?
So that means so does that mean when you marry you can't be honest with somebody?
You should.
But then it's crazy because it's like a double edged sword. If we supposed to be married and I'm supposed to be honest with you, but then at the same time I'm supposed to care about your feelings and don't want to potentially hurt you. So that means I might have to tell a little white lie to not make you
No,
feel
you can
away.
tell me the truth. It's the way you say it. Kenya, when I bought you that coat, you said right in my face, you said, Mama, you want this coat? This coat ugly as hell. That hurt my motherfucking feelings. You could have been like,
I said no, before I did that, I said, why would you buy me this?
that's
You
opening.
said I thought it was cute. You know I won't want no shit like
Well,
this.
that's opening the door. When you say, why would you? That's opening up the door to say, get this fucking coat out my goddamn face. I ain't wearing this ugly
Because
shit.
it was first of all, you know me. Like I am the type of person. I'm very particular. You know what I like. You know a lot of shit I don't like. And that was something that you know for certain that I would have not liked. And then you expected me to like it. And it was just like, I can't. I don't like it.
I mean, that's cool. What did I say? I told you you rude that day. I said you're rude and
Because I
that
hurt your feelings.
you hurt my feelings. But I kept it real. I ain't gonna cuss you out. Just you're rude
You hurt my
and
feelings.
you hurt my feelings.
Now
That's,
go
you know
buy
I
you
said
another
that.
coat.
And I'm gonna go and I did. I bought you another coat. Well, no, I ain't gonna buy you.
No, I said you ain't gonna buy
I
me
ain't gonna buy you another coat. That's cool. But anybody else, I don't give a fuck about them saying shit to me. I don't really care. I don't allow it to attach to me. I don't care. And so I don't care because I don't care about people hurting my feelings outside of you. I don't care about hurting their feelings. The truth is the truth. If I tell you as the truth,
He's
that's
an
what it is.
asshole, y'all. I am living with an asshole. And I'm really trying to he work in progress. I'm really trying to help him work on himself because he ain't got to the level of grace and empathy yet.
I probably ain't. You right. I haven't.
He
But
has a lot of work to do.
maybe one day I will have empathy and grace and all that compassion shit for people doing stupid shit out here.
See, y'all see
A
what I'm
lot of
dealing
people do
with.
a lot of
Y'all see what
dumbass
I'm
shit.
dealing with.
People don't got common sense no more.
But
No,
no.
I'm sorry.
So what would you rate married life? We kind of danced on it. Do you feel as if that you could wake up 5 years from now and you be like, I'm happy I did this? Or you think it's gonna be like, why the fuck did I do this?
I think there are days that I wake up now and I say I could do this for the rest of my life, and then there are days I wake up and say I'm ready to motherfucking
Why
escape
though? Why?
like a
What is it?
huh?
What is it?
Uh, what do you mean? What is it?
What is it?
What?
Why? Like, what is the triggers that make you feel that way?
I mean, it's more so the triggers are more so like I don't know, just them rough days we ain't getting along. Them days where you maybe not, where I might need some extra energy from you, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting it because you're occupied or it's this or it's that. So it's nothing major. It's just like certain days or just in general. Sometimes the lifestyle of what you've asked for and what you're creating sometimes it's tiring. I mean, we got to be honest. The marriage life is not always coming to this motherfucker happy as hell. Some days it's you just you want to
I
sit in
think
your
it's the
car.
kids.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like kids are a blessing.
Yeah.
I love my kids. I don't want no more. But I feel like kids bring a damper on marriage. And it's crazy because it's one of the things that's like, oh, it should be easier when you marry because it's like, oh, you got the big happy family. But I feel as if, like I said earlier, I feel like when you're married with kids, the kids is always going to be the focus and in your marriage take the back seat, which is backwards. I know a lot of people say like, no, you got to continue dating, you got to continue doing this. But it's hard on a day-to-day thing because it's not realistic. Like everybody say, oh, I'm gonna be like this with my husband, I'm gonna do this with my husband. It's like that's not realistic being married. Like we have kids, they have schedules, they gotta eat, we gotta work,
Yep.
they gotta be taken care of. Like we got a whole infant.
Yeah, so that's why I say sometimes coming into this house Some days I sit in my car and I'm just like, I don't really want to go in this motherfucking house. And then there are days where I get off work and I'm ready to jump out the car and come in the house because I
Yeah.
missed y'all. I'm excited. The energy. I want the energy in that moment. But like I said, there's those days where I'm sitting in that car like, where the
Yeah.
gun at? I'm ready to blow my brains out.
Not kill yourself.
I'm dead ass.
Wait a minute.
I love y'all.
That was a bit
Listen,
of a jump.
I love you and my kids, but it ain't always gonna be fun days. And I think women need to wives need to understand it just as well as male husbands need to understand why. I understand that I don't make your ass I make you happy. But I understand I don't always bring the happiness to you every day. I understand that days when you look at me, you like, I'm tired of this motherfucker.
Well, I don't even think it's about you in general. I think it's more so of the role. I feel like with marriage comes with a lot of roles because as a wife, you turn into the chef, you turn into the caretaker, you turn into the the laundry person, you turn into all these other things. So it's one of these things that you just get tired of it.
Man.
Like it's so much on your plate. Your plate is full, and it's like, well, I'm a wife, so I got to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm sitting there saying that it ain't easy. It ain't it's just not all it ain't always gonna be happy and rainbow days and sunshine. Some days are gonna be tough and some days are gonna be cool. But overall I love it. I wouldn't give up what we have and I wouldn't give up what we created to go back in the streets. I've been there, I've done that. And what I mean by street, not a street nigga, but come on, just nigga that, that played in the streets on some dating different women, and I wouldn't go back to that. I
like to be a bachelor.
I wouldn't be a bachelor. You couldn't pay me to go back and be a bachelor. That's just dead. I love my kids. I love coming home, and they literally excited to be like, "Where's Daddy? We want Daddy here." And I get that every time I walk in the house. So
one thing I can say is that marriage life, being married with kids, it's a beautiful thing because you have your own family. Because I mean, at the end of the day, when you single, it's like you ain't got nobody. So it's like, yeah, you got all this freedom, but you ain't got nobody. So you have like family to come home to. You have this, that, and the third. But the stress and all the things that comes with it, it can get a little hard. And I know a lot of people like, well, just outsource. Like have people do this, have people do that. But it's not the same.
It ain't the same. And
it's not the same.
You talking about daycare, babysitter, fucking groceries. Listen, we both are real 9 to 5 ass people. What I mean by that, what I'm saying is, she works fucking corporate. I'm a truck driver. There is no government assistance. None. They ain't helping. So everything comes out of our fucking pocket, cash money. So when you say outsource, that shit is easy said than done when you got all this fucking shit you paying for.
But that's why I feel like with kind of tangent, it's like when we think about the American dream, it's more so about like the middle class family. And me and you are a full blown middle class family. And the way times are right now, it's just not feasible for no middle class family. Like you're gonna have to either go down or you're gonna have to really reach the next level. But I feel like nowadays it's getting harder and harder to reach the fucking next level. And even once you get to the next level, you recognize that this level is not even helpful no more because you'd made it.
You got the timing, right? You're trying to rush to get to the next level, and by the time you get there, shit done changed the fuck up. Houses that went up, mortgages that went up, groceries that went up, interest rates, all this shit. Now you looking like, damn, I didn't bust my ass. We didn't bust our ass. It got all the way up here. Now we making 7 figures or whatever, and now shit didn't skyrocket. Prices skyrocketed. And 7 figures don't mean shit no more. Now you gotta go up to. Now you gotta be trying to make fucking more than 7 figures. So because 7 figures don't matter. Think about it. We make over fucking 6 figures, and literally, it seemed like we
struggling.
We struggle. Not saying
and it's crazy. But I mean, no, we're not poor. It's just one of the things where it's like you're not really able to do the things that you really wanted to do. Because it's like now this costs more expensive. And then when you add kids into the mix, because now we're not paying for 1 daycare, you're paying for 2 daycares. Now you're not just paying for food, you're paying for milk. You're not just paying for household stuff. You're paying.
Fucking
I don't know.
Like You got to
And then that's something that can add to a stress of a marriage, because then it's like, okay, not only we gotta live comfortable, like shit, even with having a third kid, that meant we had to go get a bigger car.
Yep,
And with bigger cars, they cost more money.
yep,
So it's like another fucking bill, and everybody wants to sit there and talk about like, y'all married, have more kids.
shit.
Absolutely not.
Not gonna happen. I'm getting a vasectomy. It ain't gonna happen. I don't want no more kids. Don't talk to me about no more kids. Don't nothing about kids. It ain't happening. No more
No,
kids.
no.
It's over.
I mean, I really cannot wait until our kids are at the age where we can just get up and go, because that's something that I feel like married people need. Like, you need that type of help. You need the time that if you want to go on a weekend vacation, you can go on a weekend vacation.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know. It's really just one of them things where it's like marriage. I don't know. It's crazy because everybody want it, but it adds to the BS. Like, the BS intensifies.
Yep.
Like, even now, me and you married, it's just us. We doing this,
And the baby woke.
and the baby gonna wake up. So it's like, here we go.
So it ain't easy at all. It is complicated. Every day is a struggle. I wish, like I said earlier, I wish Kenyan mom, because she's closer to us down. She's down here with us. I wish the dynamic with me and her was a lot better. I wish we were in a great space, because then my wife would open that door and say, "Mom, come on back in." But my wife had to set boundaries and close off, cut that
I don't know.
bridge off.
It's so weird because I don't know. Me and my therapist talk about it all the time about just going back and forth stuff. Because it's like, yeah, you got to forgive people. You got to give people another chance, all this other good stuff. But it's like, when you look at it from the bigger picture, it's like this. It's like, I don't really necessarily want to deal with the stress and all the BS that comes with it.
Yep.
Because I feel like, let's call a spade a spade. When people help you in certain ways, I think people get a certain type of entitlement based off the help. So it's like, oh yeah, you helping me, and I know you need me, so I'm gonna do this, and you can't say shit because you need me.
Yep. And that's why I said I wish, because the marriage life is not the marriage life, but this family life that with the kids and us, we don't have no help, and it's hard. So I wish me and your mom was on a better place, to where she can then come back around and we could build that bridge back up, and knowing that there's boundaries, we can all get along. But
Yeah, that ain't
that's
something I'm
not
ready for.
that ain't gonna happen.
I mean, you could have all the wish you think, but I'm just not ready.
No, I'm saying it ain't gonna happen. I'm
Oh
saying it
yeah,
not.
you're right.
I said I as much as I want the help. I mean, as much as I would love for it to happen, it's
Yeah.
not gonna happen, because one, that conversation is gonna have to start with honesty, right? And accountability of what you did to me, because I ain't accepted anything less than honesty and accountability.
It's just gonna be open up another can of bad worms.
It is, and that's why.
And then I
we're
feel
gonna
like
be the way
it's bigger than just you though. It's feel like
Oh, it's gonna have to do with you too.
it's bigger than just that. It's like a respecting. It boils down to respecting boundaries. I feel like family lacks but respect and boundaries. I don't know. It's so weird that people think that just because we're family or we're blood, that that gives you the right to just do and say anything.
Yep.
So I mean, it's the same thing even with your sister. Like this past weekend,
Yep.
it's the lack thereof of boundaries.
Yep.
Like, it's certain things that you just don't do, certain things you don't say, and it's a certain way that you act. But then people think just because we family, we got this rapport, or that we blood, that they can do whatever, and then ain't no consequences to it.
And that's why we have isolated ourselves.
It's definitely isolation.
Yeah, we're in our own bubble, us and our 3 kids, and we prefer it to be this way. And if we gotta outsource, we will outsource, no matter how much it costs. Even though it costs, we gotta live check to check. We don't give a fuck. But before we open up that door to allow people to come into our space and interrupt our shit ever again,
Protect your peace.
It ain't gonna happen. So therefore,
yeah,
we gonna roll it the way we roll is the way we roll.
We're rolling with it. I mean,
so when we go on vacation, ain't no one-on-one vacation. I mean, we taking the kids.
I miss it so much because it's like I really need that adult time. Like I feel like that's something too that we people don't speak about is that when you're married, you need the private adult time where you could just do
Okay,
what you want to do.
you can't even have wild sex. I'm talking about wild sex. I'm talking about that sex where
Okay,
you hanging on
we
the
get it.
ceiling. I'm just saying, babe. I'm talking about get the leg behind your head, that type of thing. We can't do that because the kids. There's a
Yeah.
lot of shit you just can't do because
Or
your
even you
kids.
can't just drink,
Nope.
have a drink, and be
You
able
can
to
get
hit some
drunk.
music and just laugh and just do whatever because you sitting there like, oh shit, this kid need to eat.
Yeah.
This kid got to do
Or
this.
they got to get
This
up in the
kid got
morning.
to
So
do
you can't
this.
get drunk and have a hangover and night knowing that we got 3 kids.
And not definitely with no infant.
Hell no. So it's over with. It's one of those things
Shit.
where we are lifing with our kids. Everywhere we go,
I mean, a
they
lot of people do it, but I feel like it's just so unfair because I feel like this wasn't the plan. Like we
no.
all need a village, but even with because some people do have family, and I feel like when people are married, they feel as if they got it. When they okay, they got each other, but it's like no,
This shit.
you
This shit.
still need the
Yeah.
help.
So, but anybody out there, man, mother-in-laws, what did you say?
In laws.
In-laws. God damn it! Stop getting in your kids' business. Mind your business,
Yeah.
and have to respect that your children, your child is grown enough to handle it, be married, and have their
Well,
own
yeah,
life.
just as a parent, if you don't agree with something that your child doing or who they with, you don't have to agree with it. You could just sit there and let it happen. And if it, whatever you feel, whatever you say, if it becomes true, you be there for them when it blows up in their face.
That's it. And that's
But
not
just
it's gonna blow up, but
yeah,
just be
just I'm saying
supportive.
based off the fact that that's probably what a person think. If you think that, you could still be supportive and be like, yeah, I don't believe it, but I'm still gonna stick
That's my
beside you.
yeah. I'm gonna stay beside you. Shit, that's how it's supposed to be.
It gotta get that way.
Yeah,
We gotta do
so
better.
we've touched on everything: the married life, family, children, anything else. Because I mean, we didn't let it out the bag.
I mean,
I just
you
feel I feel like we touched on everything. I feel like shit. Ain't nothing else to
how you
really.
feel about social media? Because I feel like lately social media has been interesting.
Oh yeah, yo DMs. You talking about your DMs? Since you got on tape,
How do you feel?
I am
Did that make you feel a type of way?
no. Only because the mentality. First of all, I'm very secure about who I am. Right? I know who I am, and I know what I bring to the table as a man. I ain't talking about no
Mm-hmm.
money. I'm talking about just character, personality. You ain't gonna find another motherfucker like me.
Oh,
It's
okay.
gonna be. I mean, I'm just
Okay.
saying. I'm not. You can find a good guy.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Do I believe you'll find another good guy? Sure. But I'm talking about the character like me, the personality, just this energy about myself. You ain't gonna. It's I'm rare. So
Yeah.
because I had that mindset and I believe that, I don't worry about nobody coming in your DMs. And then on top of that, you don't like people anyway, especially niggas. You don't like their ass. So and then you don't seek attention. You're not one of those women that's just like
Let's
I
say that.
need.
Let's say it again for the people in the back.
You do not seek attention. You never have. You've always been that because I mean anybody could tell you don't. Just go on her profile, right? Go on her Facebook or her Instagram. You're not gonna see one picture with her half naked. She do not seek attention. She don't operate that way. She don't walk that way. So you also add confidence into my life because you're not one of those women that I constantly gotta look up like here she go again, seeking this, doing this extra shit. It's like you don't go down that road. So therefore, I don't worry about them niggas coming in your DM.
So the attention, because some men out here they don't like it when they woman or wife get a certain attention or certain things that don't bother you at all. And
No,
why don't it bother you? I mean, I understand you
it's like a
secure, but
boost.
it's
Okay,
like
it's like a boost for me. It feeds my ego to know that somebody want my woman.
mm,
I don't give a fuck I've been with you in the club and
yeah,
seen a nigga eyeball fuck the shit out you. I'm talking about with his
that's
eyes,
gross.
and that shit brought confidence to me because it was like you want my woman. He had no idea that I was in the club with her because I was in the cut. He don't even know that she finna go home with me, but he wants you that bad. So to
Yeah.
me, that brings confidence. Like, damn, you want my woman, but
But
again,
not a lot of men not like that though.
but it also goes off you too. If you're a type of woman that don't seek that attention, even if it's coming your way, you bring the confidence as well on the other side of the fence. You bring that confidence as well, like I do. So I don't have to worry about you seeking attention, doing all this shit because you don't want that shit. So that brings confidence where I say, let any nigga come through your DM. It don't matter. Because at the end of the day, I know you're not going. You ain't, the money don't excite you. You don't look at it, how handsome, you like, well, handsomeness don't matter to your because I was going to say, no, I ain't.
You was going to say, I like ugly men.
You do, before you got to, before
what you trying to say about yourself?
I look good. I don't know what you talking about. I mean, I ain't the fast nigga on the planet, but I ain't the ugliest motherfucker either. Shit, it's one of the niggas out here. So I'm just simply saying, you bring confidence and you show me that with your character that you're not one of those women that's easily gullible and gonna go for that bullshit. So for me, I'm confident. I'm straight. I know what I got. I know how you operate, and I know how you coming. So you can have 100 niggas in your DM. It don't even matter to me. I don't give a fuck. They don't even know that me and you sit back and laugh at the damn DM. We literally look at the DM together and laugh at the niggas that's coming. By the way, you niggas out here that's coming through these DMs, y'all are sick. Y'all are fucking sick. I had no idea. Because as a man,
I haven't been in the streets in so long. I didn't even know people still do the stuff that they do.
As a man, I've been out here in the streets dating, bachelor life. The way these niggas come through women DMs, I ain't never did that type of shit. So the way I'm looking at these,
2023, things are changing.
Even they calling on Facebook, they calling you, they saying shit that's weird as fuck, sending you. I'm like, bro, this
trying to pay me.
One dude came through her DM said, "I will pay you $4,500, starting off with $1,000. I think a week or some shit like that."
They're sick.
Men
are desperate, but see, this is what you be talking about on his podcast, Talking to Family. He always be saying that it's the women, and if they don't want to settle down, it's that and the third. But look at the men out here. Why would I settle down when I could go and just entertain this man and make thousands of dollars off of it?
Yeah.
And settle and be with this 9-to-5 person who we penny pinching and we struggling to do this and we got the kids, we got the stress, when I could just deal with this man whenever I feel like it and get paid for it.
Yeah, because these niggas out here willing to pay you to just be their friend. And of course, you know they want some vagina.
I mean, that's the cost of business nowadays. But
I'm just saying, these dudes, and I feel for y'all women. I think y'all women are not safe when it comes to these dudes.
And it's definitely not safe.
Y'all gotta be careful, man, because I'm trying to tell you, me and Kenya have sat down, looked at her DMs, and was laughing. And at the same time,
it's scary.
Shocked, like these motherfuckers out here is really psycho.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie, women are not safe no more.
Hell no.
Because the way these creeps are coming and the way they move and the way they do certain things, it's just something that is like, okay, now you have to be mindful about what you post. You got to be mindful about what you do because you just never know. So it's like, it's weird. Yep. It's very, very weird.
So, please be careful, but I don't care about it. Let me ask you this. What you care about? Because I had somebody mentioned this to me a couple years ago. What you think about female friends?
I mean, female friends don't bother me. Because, I mean, I'm just one of the people, I just don't really care. It's just about respect to me.
Yep.
Now, if it's an ex or somebody like that, of course, I'm not going for that. Because it's like, what the fuck are y'all talking for? Like, what? Okay. But, like, random females that you just known from back in the day and this, that, and the third is one of the things where it's like, I don't care. I'm not insecure. I do. I mean, I guess I watch the woman really. Because I know you. I know him. So it's like certain things I know he would do and what he wouldn't do. Even though I don't put shit past nobody. Yeah, you know. But I know you for the most part. Not sitting there saying that I'm the type of woman where I'm sitting there like, I know he would never do. Not gonna never say that. But at the end of the day, I know. If that makes sense. That sounds like a contradiction. But it's one of the things where you confident, but at the same time, like I know you.
Yeah, you know how I move. First of all, I look at a lot of women out here, not all. Well, fuck that. I'm just gonna say it. I look at women like they got herpes. I ain't gonna lie. Every woman I come across, I be like, she got herpes. She got herpes. She got herpes. So for me, I'm not on that. I feel safe where I'm at.
I feel safe.
I like to pee without a problem. So yeah,
I mean, yeah.
I'm happy. Fuck that. I don't want to be out here.
I feel like women. I don't really. I know him, and I know it's just be women because women. I ain't gonna lie. Women will see a married man, and it makes them more
listen
valuable.
Listen. I came to King and I told her this. I have got way more attention now than
With a ring on
I've
his
ever
finger.
got with a ring on my finger than I've ever like. I've never had a problem getting a woman, so let me say that. But I'm just saying, I've got
But
more
let me say that.
attention now than I've ever gotten with a ring on my finger.
Why do women people that's watching in the chat, why do women like married men? I don't get that. Because when I was in the streets in my prime, I never dealt with a married man. I might have messed with a man with a girlfriend. I ain't gonna break up no happy home, but I did fuck up some apartments. However, I just feel like morally messing with a married man is just out of line. I feel like it's one of them things where it's like these people that took some vows before God, they didn't probably spent 20,000, so much money on a wedding that is like, I cannot imagine me being the reason why these people going through a divorce. Like I couldn't do that. I got a little morals, I got a little dignity, but I don't know why women like married men so much. I mean, I get it in a way, I guess, married men would do whatever to keep you quiet and they would do this, that, and the third. But I don't see how women could be okay when sleeping with a man knowing that he got a whole wife and kids at home. That's wow. I don't know. It's very wild to me. And I mean, it's even worse for the man because man, I mean, why should she care about your house and your wife and your kids? But I feel like with a woman with dignity, I just couldn't be the one sitting there dealing with the man who got the wife and kids at home. Yeah. I just couldn't do it.
So I'm just saying they out here. They out here and they definitely own it.
Yeah, but that's why I say when you speak on female friends, because even like with your podcast and stuff, it's like you DMing women and you sitting there talking to other women and you having building relationships with other females. I don't necessarily feel away because it's like you doing this for a reason. It's like business in so many words. So you doing it for a purpose. It ain't like you sitting there DMing somebody like, dang, I need some friends and this, that, and the third. So I kind of could understand that. Yeah. But I just watch out for the women because I could peep shit. Because, some women, they ain't going to just full blown just show that they trying to mess with your man or take your man. They do it on the slick side. They do it with the laughing at shit that ain't funny or sitting there just, doing too much. So that's what I look out for. But I 100% am okay with females around you and you talking to them for a certain purpose. But not with no damn just, we finna, this girl I met the other day and she gonna be our friend. Like, no, nigga, you gotta be messed up.
One, I don't move like that. Two, we talk about the Me Too movement. So for one, I ain't nobody for listen. She'll tell you, I live in my head with thoughts. I live in my head with being alone with a woman, and now she talking about something he raped me. I live in my, I'm just always in my head about.
So you doing it just for protection?
I'm doing it for protection. I don't give a fuck with nobody. Ain't no woman trick me out my goddamn spot. Period. It ain't gonna happen.
In the words of King, you don't let
nobody trick you out your spot. On top of that, ain't no woman finna make me lose my family for 2 minutes fuck. Cause that's all I got. I'm telling you that right now. 2 minutes. It's over with.
Not 2 minutes.
You getting 2 minutes. So we ain't even talking about 15. 2. So you trying 2 minutes ain't.
So why do you think men throw away their marriage cheat? Like, why do you think men cheated in a marriage? Because I ain't gonna say relationships, because I feel like it's free game. You single until you married. However, I feel like why do men cheat in marriage?
I think because one, they selfish. I think they lied to themselves about them really wanting someone that they didn't want, and that they wanted to settle down when they weren't ready. I think those things play a part in men cheating because women, you got women out here to do a lot for a man, and he still go out here and get his balls wet. So I feel like at the end of the day, niggas out here are selfish. Niggas are selfish, and they only give a fuck about themselves because you got to think about it, man. Is a 5 to 15 minute fuck really worth another man coming into the house where your daughter lay her head at?
I don't think men think that far.
And that's the problem. So you think with your dick and not with on top of here, and that's why.
But then you got people sit there and say, "Well, he cheated because you wasn't doing this and you weren't doing that." Do you think that's justified?
Hell no, that's bullshit, man. Listen, Niggas cheat because niggas out here will fuck anything. Niggas are scandalous. And I'm a nigga.
They
I
are.
used to think like that.
They're disgusting.
Before I got a hold of myself, I used to think like that. Like, if it was a dog, if it was a female horse and a female dog, and they was combined together and they had titties, I fuck. That's how
That's
man.
thick.
That's how men
That's
operate.
thick.
A lot of men out here do not value themselves. I had to learn that shit when I went celibate for a year, and guys stopped having sex. I had to literally. That's when I started to value who I am. But that's why with my 12-year-old son, it's like, dude,
Yeah.
don't. I'm not the dad that's like, oh, you kiss a girl, yeah. It's like, nigga, you better not kiss. You better not kiss no damn girl.
Don't even look at.
Don't even look at her. Value yourself. You got plenty of time. These women ain't going nowhere. Value your private part. Value yourself, and that way you will attract the right type of woman. But I ain't had nobody to tell me
Do
that.
you think that it's realistic to say to a kid that they will not have sex in this day and age? Do you think it's just normal to be like, don't have sex, don't do it, don't do it? You think
Hell
that's something
no,
that's gonna
because
happen?
it's all around us. So they gonna want to have sex and even have the urge as early as they start having the feeling. You know, the feeling of
That's
the
sad.
hormones. They're gonna have the urge to want to experiment in it. That's why
What age was you when you lost your virginity?
I was 15 years old. 15. I was humping on that. Look, there's a difference. I was humping between 10 and 13. I
Humping
started.
what?
I'm talking about dry humping. I'm talking about
What was you humping?
back in the day. You lay between the girl legs, not with whether it was clothes on or clothes off, and you just hump each other. So I was already
I
experimenting
never heard of
humping.
that.
I'm dead ass humping, and then at 15, got my first lost my virginity by a 19-year-old. I felt
You weren't even old enough to consent.
nope.
You got raped.
I didn't feel like I got raped. For you talking about that? Wasn't no
You
damn.
that was rape because
I mean,
you weren't at
probably.
the consenting age, and then that person was a legal adult. That's
Yeah,
rape.
that's true. Well, hell, it happened. But that's why I'm telling my 12-year-old son to value yourself.
Yeah.
You have, as men, we can't keep letting a woman tell us that our dicks are priceless. No, they're not. Your dick is just as important as a woman's vagina. Value your body and your body parts.
Sex just clouds judgment too. I feel like
It
it
does.
just clouds
When
your
you,
judgment. It fucks up shit because you
yeah,
stay in places and spaces longer than you need to because you be like, well, damn, he hit that spot
yeah.
when that spot should never even been touched, especially by that bum.
Yeah, I was 20 when I went celibate. I was what 25. I had to go celibate to
How long was
literally.
you celibate?
I was celibate for a year. I literally took sex off the table because every woman that I had approached or approached me, only thing that was on my mind was sex. So I couldn't read her in any other kind of way besides her putting a vagina on the table. But when I took sex off when I went celibate, sex I no longer allow sex to be on the table. Could no woman approach me with sex, even you.
I
You didn't even
well, I
approach
didn't
me.
offer sex.
I know, but I'm saying if you would have, I would have cut you off. But you didn't.
Oh well,
That
yeah.
that made you different. But women before you, that was what it was. It was sex on the
I
table.
never been celibate. I never went celibate before.
Shit, it's healthy. Don't do it now. We married. Though. Don't do that shit now. But
I'm thinking about going celibate, guys.
shit,
Let's see how successful I be or productive I be.
she lied. That ain't gonna happen.
But no, I
That's
don't
just the
know.
way it is. So yeah, man. I think at the end of the day, marriage is great. It has its ups and downs. It has its pros and cons. Family is gonna be family outside of us. We're gonna whether they
You
distant
just gotta
family
be
members.
selective.
Yep.
And I'm it's crazy because I know I'll be watching sermons or whatever, but the sermon was saying that when he took the Pharaoh, everybody saw what's that shit called? The Ten Commandments. When they come out of they cross the river and all that,
Mm-hmm.
and they in the wilderness. And even though they was in the wilderness, everybody wanted the shit back. They wanted to go back to Egypt because they like this hard. I want to go back there. And I feel like that's kind of where we at. It's like we are out of Egypt. We done crossed over and we trying to start something new. But everybody around us still got like the Egypt mentality. Everybody still want the old Kenya, the old Romeo, the old dynamic. When it's like, nah, bro, I'm not in that space no more.
And
The type of stuff that y'all want me to do, I don't even enjoy no more. So I can't do it.
and we've actually so when we say and say we're not perfect, but we've actually taken the steps to actually make ourselves individually better. Kenya has been in therapy for a decent amount of time.
And
She has
that
gotten
therapist just
health
broke up with
books.
me.
She have gotten closer to God, reading the Bible, and vice versa with me. I have my own therapist, individually from hers. I have done my own mentors and all. So we have done the work individually. So we're not sitting here saying that we're perfect, but we're able to sit on this couch and literally give y'all the real us is because we individually done the work. That's why we're working. That's why it works.
But then it's crazy because, like I said, with family and just everything in between, it's like people get so used to who you was. Like people get attached to who you were, what you used to do, how you used to live, how you were, stuff, how you carried yourself, this, that, and the third, what you used to do, that they don't necessarily be okay when it's like, well, I don't want to do that. How about we just
They don't accept
read a
you.
book?
Yeah,
like, how about we start a book club? Or how about we sit there and just go to brunch? No, I don't want to go to the club. Why can't we go to brunch? Or I know you want to do something, but why we can't do something with the kids instead of just me and you? Because I don't have a babysitter. It's like all these different nuances that is like, this is where I am now. I'm not in that same lane. Like, no, I no longer want to just say fuck my kids no more.
And
like, I don't want to say like, fuck the bullshit, I'm out here drinking. Like, I'm not in that space no more.
But here's the thing too. You're supposed to change. Yeah. I don't understand why people get stuck in this mentality of outside drinking, partying phase. At what point do you say to yourself, especially having kids, it is time to change? It ain't even about just getting married. It's about changing your personality, your mentality, the way you think, the way you operate, the way you get up in the morning. Why do you want to get up in the morning the same way for 6 fucking years? You don't think that you should get up and say, you know what, today I'm gonna cook some fucking breakfast instead of opening up a fucking phone and looking in it, or I'm gonna go plan my next outing so I can get drunk. It's like, that's the problem in the Black community. We're not waking up and saying it's time to change ourselves individually and mentally. And then we wonder why life is the way life is for us, why we're not moving forward, why we're not gaining. You're not going to gain if you still keeping yourself stuck in the same place.
I think we're playing the game wrong. I feel like I be telling Ramil, like he be sitting there, I want my wife and I want this and I don't want these kids. And I tell him, like, in this phase that we in, it's all about the kids in this phase. Like Jamal is 12, Riley is 4, and Ryan is 6 months.
Yep.
I'll be fucking up kids. Ages up. But and so it's like right now we're focused on our kids because in 6 years Jamal will be out the house and we will have done everything that we could do for him. Mm-hmm. And that's gonna be a totally new can of beans because now he an adult and now we got to figure out ways to support him as an adult. Mm-hmm. Then you got Riley who only got 14 more years, and it's like all these key moments and something else. And now we got this brand new baby who got all these key moments, and I feel like now is the time to focus on them, so we could make them the best people. So when they leave out the door, they stay out the damn door.
But don't get it twisted. We find moments in between.
Yeah, I mean, you still got to live your life and still care about each other. Yeah. But I feel like we as parents, we sometimes forget that we only have our kids 18 years before they out. Yeah. And we ain't gonna have them no more.
And we still gonna be young. When our kids are grown, we've already done the math.
We gonna be under 50.
Yeah, we definitely gonna be under 50.
So it's like and then you gotta sit there think about it right now.
Pushing 50, but I'll be under.
Well, you old, but we ain't talking about you. I'm gonna be 40 something. Yeah. Like early 40s. But I feel as if we gotta focus on this time. We gotta enjoy it because we ain't gonna have this time no more. And I feel like as parents, we get so stuck in this phase that we is now that we don't even recognize that before you know it, you're gonna blink and the time gonna be gone.
I'm trying to tell you because my son just came and he already fucking 6 months.
He's rolling over, sitting up, and it's like time goes by so fast. And like even when I look at Jamal, like Jamal is my baby. Like I remember just yesterday, I was just having him and in college with me, and it was this. And now he's a preteen boy that I just be looking at like, who the fuck are you? Like, what is going on? Okay. But it's like, it's these changes and phases. Like they really happen like this. Like 12 years seem a long time, but it comes and go like this. Yep. And I feel like we as parents, we want to say, fuck them kids. But we don't even understand that saying fuck them kids is really going to fuck us in the end because they're going to be needy as hell. They ain't gonna be able to survive outside in the outside world. They're gonna sit there and be traumatized because we was fucked up parents. and they're gonna have all these issues because we didn't take the time and the energy to put into them for the little window we got them.
And I'm gonna give y'all the saying. That's what I heard a old man say. Somebody said this when it comes to our kids. Raise your kids, you'll be able to enjoy your grandkids. You don't raise your kids, you're gonna be raising your grandkids. Now there's a fucking difference. So we raising our goddamn kids because I'll be damned if I'm gonna be raising their grandkids.
Your grandkids.
I mean my grandkids. They ain't happening. So I want to enjoy my grandkids, not raise them. So I'm raising my kids, and I don't give a fuck if I get my life back eventually. But
I'm trying to tell you because I already got our life planned out from when Ryan turned 18 and we dropped his ass off in college. We gonna go on a world tour. When I say world tour, we going to Africa, we going to Europe, we going to South America. We gonna have money by then because we're gonna be well established because we doing what we got to do now. And that's another thing. People don't recognize that you're not really gonna have it until you in your late 40s and 50s. That's when you really gonna be established. Where money is not gonna be a thing. So right now it's like we working, we in the trenches.
Yep.
We doing what we supposed to do. We getting our kids together. We getting ourselves together. We building this money up. We building this foundation. Yep. So by the time these kids get to out this house, we going on world tour.
It's butt nigga running around the house time.
Not the house. We gonna be in Africa. We gonna be in Europe. We gonna be in Greece and Spain. We gonna be sitting here today, that tomorrow, and we gonna be them old couples that you see like in them resorts. That be living it up, and people like, oh, I want to be there when I grow up. That's gonna be me.
I'm telling you right now, I'm be 50 bringing sexy pack. I'm bringing.
Hey, your little taco meat out.
Hey, first of all, I don't got no damn taco.
You never know, you might.
Yeah, probably a 50. Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, that's how I look at life, and I feel like I really wish more young people had this type of mindset because we will be better off, and our kids will be better off. Because this whole fuck them kids shit, y'all, I was the queen of it back in the day, back in the town. I was queen, but it's no longer feasible because these kids are coming out worse and worse. Like, I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. These kids are fucked up, and we are the ones that's fucking them up. Yep. So we got to change this mindset. And we got to thug it out through these 18 years that we got them, get them right, and get them out the house so they could be productive fucking human beings.
Thanks. So, yeah, man, we thugging it out. That's what we're doing. And we last thing. Understand, me and Kenya we what's the word I'm looking for? We complement each other. I guess we
like a yin and yang.
Yeah, we like a yin and yang. We're on the same page. We're growing together.
Same frequency.
We're on the same frequency. We moving in the same pace. So that's another reason why we'll continue to thug this shit out with the kids, family, everything.
Because I think we gotta acknowledge that sometimes you gotta have a partner that you okay with. Like this, like me and you teammates. Really we are, and everybody, traditional people, they're like, nah, it's the man and the woman. I feel like in a marriage, it's two people coming together as one. Like we come together, like you got certain strengths, I got certain strengths, I got weaknesses, you got weaknesses. We mesh together where it's like we got a perfect circle now.
Yep.
So now we able to maneuver and do everything we gotta do because I found a husband that I could depend on. I had a husband that we on the same page. We got the same goals. We got the same end goal. We doing the same shit. Yep. It's not this power struggle where it's like you want to still be in the streets and I want to be a suburban mama, or I want to be a hoe and you want to be a preacher. Like we got common goals.
Yeah, now we on the same frequency. We operate in the same. And I don't have it. We don't have egos. I don't have an ego. I got rid of my ego. I got rid of my my pride. So I don't have a problem apologizing. I don't have a problem saying I was wrong or that you hurt my feelings. And I don't have a problem with her.
He got that better than me.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with her jumping in the front seat. If I can't drive, get your and that's figuratively speaking, metaphorically speaking. What I mean when I say it is like I don't have a problem with her taking on control and knowing that she gonna lead us down the right road. I don't have a problem with that at all. I have full faith. She got us. Yeah. She gonna make sure we straight and vice versa.
Yeah, I think because I'm a headstrong woman. Mm-hmm. Don't play with me. But I do know how to sit back and let a man be a man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think that's something when we talk about marriage, I feel like that's something that us women have to learn how to, especially strong minded women. Because I mean you got some bimbos out here that will submit to fucking a clown. I'm not speaking on them. I'm speaking on headstrong women that really know themselves, they know what they want. I feel like sometimes it'd be hard for us to give the reins over because it's like you don't really know if this person gonna really continue down the road or they gonna drop the ball. But I feel like we gotta trust that we made the right choice
Not
and
just
let
trust,
go.
but the reason why you're able to do it is because I proved to you.
Yeah.
I proved to you that I'm a man and not a boy. I proved to you that I can
Yeah.
stand on my 2 feet and put y'all on my goddamn shoulders, and as well as be willing to pass the kids and the shit over to your shoulders if I need a break.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that, but I proved to you that I'm a man and not a boy, so that's why you're able to trust.
Yeah.
So for all the men out
I
there,
can
if
see
you
that.
want your woman to be on the same frequency as you, prove to your woman that you're a fucking man and you can stand on your 2 toes or your fucking feet and you can hold the weight and you can do it in a great way. If not, she's not gonna believe or that you can. She just y'all ain't gonna be on the same frequency.
No.
Me and King operate because I show her that I got this shit.
Yeah, and also too, because men could actually be a good person. They could be actually a good man, and they could just fall into the hands of a fucked up woman.
Hell yeah.
So I
It's
feel like
vice
it's
versa, yeah.
it's
It's both
you gotta have
ways.
some type of discernment out here because these streets are scary. The shit that I be seeing and the stuff I come across, especially on TikTok, because TikTok be having all the tea, all the stories. It's wild. So I feel like everybody, regardless male or female, you gotta have some discernment and you gotta know what you want and start living in your shit. Because when you got what you supposed to have and you moving along the way you supposed to be moving along, people that's gonna compliment you will come around. Because I'm trying to tell you, when I met this man, I did not pay attention to this man. I was working at Brinks for like
a year or two, I think. Before.
No, I wasn't there for a year. I was there for like a good 6 months. Not even knew who he was.
Yeah.
I was just coming, making my money, and going about my business. It wasn't not that. So I feel like you gotta get on your zone, y'all. Y'all gotta get in y'all bag and do what y'all gotta do for yourselves. And eventually, everything, the universe gonna come together, and it's gonna give you what you need.
Yeah. I came in our life and stepped off her feet.
So he said, I'm just like, but that's how it was. It was just a man being a man and a person that can handle all of this because I ain't gonna lie, I'm a lot.
Yeah, but I had a vision. That's why
I'm a lot.
I was a good man. I had a vision, and I told her the vision, and I didn't just tell her. I showed her that I was moving in that direction to accomplish the vision that I had, and it was get on board or not get on board, but this direction I'm going. And it just so happened that she wanted to go the same direction. I was on the
same page,
and so we locked in, and we got through all the hard times. We got through all the tough times. We still have our up and down days, and we thugging this shit out.
We definitely, the whole dynamic of our marriage is thug this shit out. And I hope y'all be thugging it out because that's what it is. We just gonna thug it out. And y'all already know. That's what y'all gotta do. Yep. This is the first part of Talk It Out. Y'all already know it's gonna be a new series where I bring people to the couch and we get into some things. This first week was my husband, and we got something for the couples because it's a lot of married people and we all need support. Yep. And everybody got some things we got to say. Yep. So I don't know, next week I might do mothers, I might do him again, I might do a couple, I don't know, but just know we will be doing something Saturday at 6 p.m.
Yep. So comment, follow, subscribe,
and like.
And
tell a friend and tell a friend.
Tell a friend, tell a friend. Also, I got my podcast every Sunday, 5 p.m. Talk of the Family, where we cut up on there.
His podcast is ratchet. And it's raunchy.
I love it.
And it gets the job. It gets the people going.
It's for y'all to come on there when y'all had a long week and y'all want to motherfucking get on there on Sunday and let off some steam. Come on, Talk of the Family. You're more than welcome. My Instagram name is Unconventional RJ. Go on there, DM me, Facebook and Instagram.
Or you could just let me
King know. And I'm telling you, you can come on that, male or female, all ages. If you want to release some steam, you want to start off your Mondays great, come on, Talk of the Family.
Because it'd be a whole food. I mean, no telling what we're gonna be talking about. It's crazy, but it's very enjoyable because we be getting it in on that. Yep, so. You know, thugging it out is a safe space, so we're gonna come to the couch and we're gonna talk it out. Over there, you talk shit.
Yep. Over here, we gonna thug it out.
we thugging over here, but over there, all bets are off.
Yep.
Y'all already know. Make sure y'all Tell a friend and tell a friend. Like, comment, and subscribe. And remember to be grateful, be blessed, be thankful, but most importantly, keep thugging it out. Peace.
Peace.